Okay, so we are gonna do something fun today. We've been wearing a piece for a while, and look at your hair.
It grew out.
Right? It's so
long
it's
and
so,
healthy.
It's so healthy. So the extensions work for you.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Yeah, they
You
did.
did the pieces and they worked.
Yeah.
And you like the hair?
I love the hair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She did some good. See, Demi's hair. Anyway, now she wants to do something fun. She wants to do something permanent. She's a performer.
Mm-hmm.
She's on. What's the show? I'll let you say.
Trip of Love.
Exactly.
This
She
summer
is
for-
Nia. But she's fun.
Oh yeah, on the show it's Dance Moms. I'm on the show Dance Moms, but this summer I'm going to
right.
be on the off-Broadway show Trip of Love.
Okay. How old are you?
15.
15.
I turned 15 on Monday.
Oh, God is good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're on Broadway at 15 years old. Oh my God. Well, she's going away, and that's the good thing. And she wanted something that is going to be what? Like
Versatile.
versatile. Is that what you would say? You want something that's versatile, and you want something that what? Somebody that you can do on your own because
Yeah.
not going to be there.
Yeah, something that's easy enough for me to do.
Exactly. So I suggested the U part. I think the U part is cool. It's great, and it's also great for like artists like herself who she doesn't have a Kiyah Wright in her city.
No.
So she's in, where are you located?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So they found you for Dance Moms all the way.
In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is like, that was a blessing.
Yeah.
That was a
I would
good
have
one.
never thought
Never.
they would come to Pittsburgh, but
Wow.
friends know friends. And
Wow, that's so crazy. Well, she wants something that she can go back home, and you're in theater this summer in New York.
Yes.
Right, so she wants something easy. It's easy to do. It's a U part. We take the section. We section this out right here. Let me just hold your head down.
Oh, yeah.
We section this out. I'm going to braid up everything around here. And I'm just going to do a cheap version. You know, I'm not going to like do the whole like full Kiyah Wright class, perfect your weaving, increase your income class. I'm just gonna do the quick. Nia could do this herself at home because if you notice, these have combs inside, and so that's the good
like
part.
little clips.
Yeah, little clips, little combs, and it's flat right along the top, and it's cool. I'm even gonna put two more. I'm actually gonna sew this on because that would make it even better.
Right.
But I do
because
have
I'm
some-
dancing tomorrow.
Exactly. And you can keep it for 2 weeks.
Exactly, right.
Yeah, you don't have to take this off right away. It won't last as long as a weave, but it will last you long enough until you like, I mean, you might even be able to get 2 shampoos.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I would say like at least 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then you can take it off and your hair can breathe and you can touch your scalp and
Cool.
that sort of thing. And then if you want to do it yourself, you can do an even cheapier version. So of course I'm going to put a little bit of Kiyah Wright in it and go from there. So when I first do the one along the edges, I like to basically just make this one the thinnest. And I'm not gonna go all in and go all out, but I'm gonna do it just enough so you can see. And be sure to take your hairline out because you want something to cover the extensions along the edge. So if a little wind blow, you got some coverage. So just remember to keep all the edges out. And I kind of just go all the way around. Basically, Jazz, you're gonna help me part so we can go faster. All right, so I'm gonna go right down the middle here. And I like to just really focus on two parts of the hair. I basically put a part right here down the center. I create my little braid right along the edge, and I bring it from the top all the way here, and then I do another one right along the top edge of the little horseshoe and straight down the back. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay, like this. And you do this on both sides. The one at the top, I go even smaller, okay? Even smaller. Because that's the top part and you want that part to be nice and flat. Would you get close up for me, Jess? Get the camera. And just get my hands close. to small. And then you can even go all the way down. This part doesn't have to be as small. And you just continue to bring that braid straight down. And I know this might seem difficult, but it's not. Super simple. Your braids don't even have to be neat or anything. You just want to create a little bit of sturdy foundation so that the piece can stay on. Okay, you guys. I said, why they do it that way? Because that's what they said. It was they. I don't know. So you see this braid is nice and thin as well. Okay, so now you do the middle. Now the middle, you only need 2 to 3 braids. So really 5 braids each. All you need is 5 braids each side. 1 along the hairline, 1 around the frame of the horseshoe, and 1, 2, 3 down the center. And it's done. Okay, we're good, Jasmine. Yeah. And I did about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the other side. About 11 braids. This is for those who want to keep it in a little bit longer and wear it like it's a weave. So this is for that girl. So basically that's what you do. Then what I like to do is because so my goal really is just to sew everything down so that she can keep this at least a few weeks. So you sew all of these down. And I like to crisscross them in the back because that really makes them lay flat. Just kind of crisscross everything, crisscross, crisscross, crisscross. And it lays like really flat like that. All right. Crisscross everything, it lays flat just like that. Can you hold this on both sides? All right. I know that she's doing it, but if not, then I would normally, now if that didn't work, I would go to plan B. If she was doing it herself at home, I would go to plan B. And plan B, so if it wasn't being sewn on, then plan B would be to use the bobby pins. And the bobby pins are great because you can just bobby pin here. And I like the larger ones because you get a little bit more control, the larger ones. And you just pin it till it sort of lays down nice and flat. If you want to use the smaller pins, you can use those too. But these are the hair pins. And you just pin it till it was nice and flat while you crisscross it. This is for those who want to take it off every leave it on for 2 days, take it off for 3 days. Have it on for 3 days, take it off for 4 days. However you want to do it, but this is how these are the steps. So you get a little bit of me sewing. Okay. Go back out a little bit there. Just a little bit. This one can be done with a little more. Just a little bit more of it. And then we're done. Now we're about to put the piece on, and I like to just measure right along the horseshoe. You just sort of measure it around, and it pretty much lays really nice and flat. And then I kind of go in and I really make sure that you cut off these edges nice and close to the edge, because any little area will show the lace. All right, and that part is done. All right, that's good. Okay. We've laced everything around the edges. I've sewn everything down because in her case, like she said, she's gonna be wearing this for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. She just wanted something quick so she could just wake up and go. So around the edges, because it's not custom, and that's what most people don't understand, like unless your piece is custom, it's not gonna fit your head exactly to fit. So if it's custom, it's gonna cost you a little bit more. If it's not custom, then it's customer friendly. But it's not really one size fit all. It's small, medium, and large. And in this case, this one is a medium. Her head is not too small, but it's not too big either. So you wanna get them where they kinda are one size fit all. So what I do is right here, it's a little bit bigger. If I went closer, of course I can get it right along the edge. But because I want her to have a little versatility, I'm gonna do, so I wanna leave out a little bit more edges, and I'm gonna do what I call like a tuck and roll. And this tuck and roll, you guys are really familiar with it because I talked about it in my last video, where you can bobby pin it along the edges with the French pins like I showed you guys. And that is these right here. The French pins, okay, I'm coming back 1 second. The French pins are the really thin ones without the little tips at the ends. The reason being because you can jam through the lace better through with these little French pins, okay? So the reason is you can get through the holes so much easier with a French pin. It's really small and it'll go right along here. Come check it out. They'll go right through these little holes. So what I like to do is I tuck it and I roll it, and I can either pin it, and so you get your little pin through here, and then you pin it in just like that. And you do that little pin all along the edges. Tuck and roll, tuck and roll. So when you go to flip back, look at that. It's nice and seamless. In her case, I'm gonna sew it down because again, she wants to keep it a little bit longer. So a week or so will be just fine. She doesn't want to do too much shampooing it. You don't want to do all of those things. You just want to really have something that's easy to maintain, and you just might want a little change. So here you go. For the professionals, I'm gonna sew it on. So again, I do a little tuck. I like to tuck the lace a little bit around the braid and roll. You see? I see how I tucked it and rolled it. And I'm doing that all along the edge. You see? Just a little tuck and roll. You notice? Just do a little bit of tucking right here. You see? Tuck and roll. And even I grab it even with the needle. And roll. Now this is not the Kiyah Wright Perfect Your Weave, Increase Your Income. This is the do it yourself at home. And look at me jamming up. Hold up. Let me get it good for you. Hold up. Okay, stop because now I'm messing up. behind it. What is it now?
Maybe a little shorter.
Little short.
Yeah.